Hello and welcome to OPR's Tuesday Topics. I'm Bradley Gasawski with Central Washington University's Outdoor Pursuits and Rentals program, and today we are going to talk about backcountry ski touring kit. Before we jump into some of the gear that you see here on the table and behind me, there's a couple of things that are equally, if not more important to discuss, and those are often safety related items. Please know your limits when you're skiing. If you're cruising the groomers and the blue and green runs at a ski resort, then getting after something like the Nisqually chute over at Mount Rainier is going to be outside of your scope of what you can handle. So please remember to stay within your ability, know your limits. Also, there's tons of online resources and books out there to help you learn, become educated so that you're set up for even more success when venturing into the backcountry. We'll talk about bringing the appropriate gear, and that might look a little different if you're going out for an afternoon, a full day, an overnight, or a multi-day adventure. And then one of my favorite topics is, do you have the skills to deal with an emergency should one arise? It's really important to have some first responders, some first aid skills, so that you can help your friends out if your friends get hurt. Or what about your friends? Do your friends have the skills needed to help you out if you get hurt? One of the most important things you could do is to plan ahead and prepare for something like this. Get the forecast. Our local forecast here in the Pacific Northwest is brought to us by the Northwest Avalanche Center. They're a group of fantastic gals and guys who are passionate about giving us the most up-to-date avalanche information, weather information, forecasts, so that we can make good, solid decisions when we're out in the backcountry. All right, let's jump into some gear. These are my ski boots. Obviously, you need something when you're out there to attach to your skis or snowboard. I'm a telemark skier. Yes, I know, I've heard it all. Free your heel, free the mind. But I love to drop a knee when I ski. Here's my backpack. It's 35, 40 liter pack. It's got some nice features that I like. Its own compartment for my beacon. No, I'm sorry, not my beacon, my probe and my shovel. I'm wearing my beacon when I'm out in the backcountry. These nice straps for carrying skis, A-frame style. Some ice axe straps, some ski pole straps. Has some really nice features that I really enjoy. Over here we have my skis. This is my transportation of choice in the backcountry. I've got skins here. I have one skin on and the other skin's here on the table. The skin is something that you apply to the bottom of your ski to give you traction when you're moving around the backcountry, so you can go across the flats, uphill, so much easier than if you didn't have that. And then when you're ready to come down, you peel the skins, stash them, and then get after the snow. I've got ski poles here. So you see I've got two different kinds of ski poles. Both have duct tape. All of my ski poles have duct tape. Duct tape is fantastic. It has so many uses. This one has an ice axe at the end of it, at the handle. And this is so that I can self-arrest in scenarios where I don't want to find myself in a slide for life, right? So I'll take this if I'm skiing some steep terrain, or if I'm going to be on any glaciers or like variable snow conditions and with any kind of steepness whatsoever, and I might find myself falling or sliding, and then I can use this to self-arrest before things just get crazy out of control. All right. Focusing on the table, we've got some kind of ski jacket, snow jacket, rain jacket, whatever you might have with you. Extra socks. Cannot stress the importance that you will just love an extra pair of dry socks to put on if you find yourself in a position where you want to do that. Extra insulation, also really important. Got to stay warm. Pants. Now, when I'm in the backcountry, I don't take my ski resort pants, which are, for most folks, they're often insulated. That's way too much insulation for me. I would get way too hot. So I use this soft shell fabric made by Scholler. These are Black Diamond backcountry ski pants, and they are the right kind of weight for me. They allow me to stay warm. They trap some heat, but they're not too warm. They don't trap too much heat, so they let some heat and moisture escape, so that I can better climatize to my surroundings throughout the day. Let's see, I have 4 extra clothing that I might bring. Maybe I want to bring an extra fleece or base layer or something. Throwing that in a waterproof bag, stuff sack of some kind, is just awesome, because if it's raining, you pull that stuff out, it's dry, you're going to be loving life. All right, any beanie, fleece, wool beanie, your favorite beanie, works just great. I have a couple pairs of gloves that I bring with me when I'm on a ski tour. These are a combination of leather and soft shell. I wear them primarily for the up when I'm in the skin track. When it's time to go down, I often throw on something a little bit warmer. I often have 3 total pairs of gloves, because I like to have dry fingers and dry hands. These are, as you can see, well used. I've been on a lot of ski adventures, and these are waterproof, and that's why those are there. If you're going for a long ski tour or an overnight, or you're with a group, it's a good idea to bring a sleeping bag. If something were to happen to you or one of your friends, and they were to be immobile, if you will, you can package them in this and keep them warm, much warmer than if they didn't have it. You could sit or lay on your backpack. That's a great insulating tool between you and the snow. Bring a bivvy. Put them inside that bivvy. The bivvy's great. While this one isn't waterproof, it's pretty water resistant. It is windproof, and it'll keep me out of the elements if I need to find myself hunkered down for a few hours. Let's see, what else? I've got a headlamp here, extra batteries. They're important to bring that. Map and compass. You need to have both of those and know how to use them. Not just good enough to bring them. You gotta know how to use this stuff. First aid kit, right? Your first aid kit could look a number of different ways. It could be small with just a few items in there, and then you rely on other stuff to complement your first aid kit. We learn about skills like that in a wilderness first responder class. You could take a larger first aid kit that has more medical supplies. Some folks prefer that. I'm somewhere in the middle, personally. When I'm backcountry skiing, I'm a big fan of wearing the ski helmet. Some of the folks that I know do not. They choose not to, which is totally fine. But from my perspective is I like to protect my noggin. And then I've got my ski goggles on there. Neither one of these I wear when I'm in the up track, because I get way too hot. They're in my backpack. I pull them out when it's time to go downhill, and then I start skiing downhill. Out here in the Pacific Northwest, we have volcanoes that hold snow year-round. So I like to get after some spring and summer skiing, and these Alpine Glacier sunglasses are fantastic for that. Have great UV protection, so I can protect my eyes from the the UV rays of the sun. I carry 2 water bottles. Again, duct tape, just wrap that around the water bottle. Cannot have too much of that. Let's see, over here, hand sandy comes in handy from time to time. Sunscreen, always important to have. It's in a Ziploc now because I've had it explode on me. That's not so fun. Let's see, ski straps, we'll talk about those in a minute. And over here I've got my avalanche beacon, my avalanche probe, and my avalanche shovel, snow shovel, whatever you'd like to call it. Big fan of the extended handle. I'm 6'1", I like that extra reach. All right, let's come over here to these ditty bags. Got a couple options here. This is my ski repair kit. The ski straps are part of that. These are fantastic for lashing skis together. Also fantastic whenever I put my skis on my backpack. They make this A-frame shape. If I don't have the tips together, then the tips are all cattywampus all the time while I'm hiking. And so tying the tips together, one of these is fantastic. Works great around the top of a ski boot as an extra power strap. Can help you in field repairs, emergencies. Folks get pretty creative with using these. So the important tool to have in your backcountry kit. Wax. Well, not necessarily a tool, in the traditional sense, but it's great to have, because if you have snow stick into your skis, or you're just not sliding very good, slap some of this on there. I'm a big fan of this container has a cork on the bottom. Once I rub that wax on, I can take that cork and I can rub it right into the base of the ski and push that wax right into the structure, so that wax sticks around a lot longer than if I just rubbed a bar of wax on the bottom. And it smells good. All right, as mentioned, I'm a telemark skier, so I have an extra heel throw, if you will, with some cartridges. Broken those in the past, so that's why I carry that. I have some extra pieces to my binding. Had to use some of those before. I've got a little binding tool with fittings that fit the specific screws that you find in most skis, because your traditional Phillips head screwdriver doesn't usually work. Ski pole basket. Then I have 2 hose clamps. I would use those in a field repair for a broken ski pole. Just overlap the pole and use the pole clamps to tie it on there. It's not going to be as strong as the original ski pole, but it's going to get you home, and that's really what field repairs are about, is getting you home, not allowing you to still ski maybe the hard lines or whatever that you were trying to get to. Let's see. All right, this other ditty bag has some more items in it, and here got a sewing kit. Had to use that too. Matches, lighter, fire stick, not the Amazon kind, but the kind that actually helps you start fires. And then one of my favorite backcountry tools of all time, nail clippers. Cannot tell you how many times I've needed to use nail clippers. You throw on those ski boots or those hiking shoes and you get out on the trail, and 30 minutes into it, you're like, holy moly, what's going on? And you can pull this out and clip that hairy toenail right off. It's giving you a hard time. Some cord, whether it be just cord or paracord or whatever, comes in super handy with field repairs. Multi-tool with plier functions, different cutting tools. Also super handy to have that. Over here I have a couple other things. Let's see, we'll start here. This is my airy field guide, and in here it has a place for me to plan my trip, as well as information. Ooh, excuse me, I just swallowed a bug. as well as information on what I'm finding out there for snow conditions. All right, I can also log where I'm going to go, what's plan A, what's plan B, who I'm with, trailhead, what is the avalanche forecast giving me for problem areas. I can write all that down and reference it when I'm in the field. I also am a bit of a snow science geek, so I bring some thermometers, a crystal card, an inclinometer which measures the slope angle. That way I can use those tools and collect some data to record in my book. Little magnifying glass where I can look at snow crystals and snow grains. A measuring device. If I decide to dig a pit in the snow, I can take some measurements and look at different layers and record some information in my book. I also carry a roosh block cord, which I really won't get into much detail about this other than to tell you a roosh block is a snow stability test that can be performed in the backcountry. Excuse me. So this is a quick snapshot of what I might carry. Excuse me. Your kit might look a little bit different. You might have a few creature comforts that I don't have, or you might not. There's some really important things here, like extra clothing, obviously skis, boots, pole skins, things like that. Headlamp, the avalanche gear. But just in addition to the gear, just get the knowledge. take an avalanche course. The American Institute for Avalanche Research and Education offers a level 1 avalanche course, a rescue companion course, a level 2 avalanche course for getting you into more complex terrain. And so I definitely recommend those. Check the forecast before you head outside for your big ski day. And then ski with like-minded individuals. Ski with people who have the same comfort level as you, who have the same desired ski objectives than you. Right? If you're a first-time skier, do you want to go out with someone who wants to ski the 50-degree chute that's 10 feet wide through this dike on the side of a mountain? Maybe not. Pardon me. Click the like button below. Thanks for watching. Click the little heart if that's there instead of a like button. Please leave comments. We want feedback, definitely want feedback on our videos, so we can put something better, put something together that's going to be exciting for you to watch. Also, we are looking for future Tuesday topics. In the comment section, give us some ideas. We'd love to get some ideas so we can put something together that you want to see. Again, Bradley Gasawski with Central Washington University's Outdoor Pursuits and Rentals. Thanks for tuning in, learning about what a backcountry ski touring kit might look like. See you next Tuesday.